Hello and welcome. This is Beat After Beat by all Mondays. Hello and welcome to the show. Big shout out to One Stoner, Three Cats. Big shout out to One Stoner, Three Cats. Go over there and give her some love. This is by all Mondays. In case you didn't know, I'm a music channel from Detroit, and I am Beat After Beat, established in 2017. Welcome to the show, everyone. Peace, peace. Got a busy night ahead of us. Well, hello, Tails. How are you? We have a busy night, Tails. Keep them fingers going. I'm putting you to work tonight. uh, Glad y'all could show up this evening. How are you, Tails, on this Monday? How is everything going on this Monday for you? Good, good, good. So tonight we are going to be busy with Bio Mondays. We have The Cure, and we have Cutting Crew. I have a huge biography on The Cure, so I am not going to waste any time this evening going through the biography of The Cure. And then right after that, we have a brief bio on Cutting Crew. Um, Welcome, everybody. This is Beat After Beat. And went to the doctor's today, and he took blood from me today, right there. So he says I'm doing very well, but he had to take the blood, that vampire doctor of mine. So he says I'm doing good. You know, um, I don't always feel good, but so here we are, another Monday with Beat After Beat. This is going to be pretty intense, Tails. It's going to be pretty intense. Hope you're well enough to keep up with me on this biography of The Cure. All right. Put ice cold tomato juice, a little bit of sea salt in there. The Cure, Cure, pop rock. Robert Smith. All right, let's get to this, man. We're not wasting time tonight. Out of all the bands that emerged in the immediate aftermath of punk rock in the late 70s, few were as enduring and as popular as The Cure, led through numerous incarnations by guitarist vocalist Robert Smith, born April 21st, 1959. The band became well known for its slow, gloomy dirges, with Smith's ghoulish appearance, a public image that often hid the diversity of The Cure's music at the outset. The Cure played jagged, edgy pop songs before slowly evolving into a more textured outfit as one of the bands that laid the seeds for goth rock. The group created towering layers of guitars and synthesizers, but by the time goth caught on in the mid 80s, The Cure had moved away from the genre. By the end of the 80s, the band had crossed over into the mainstream, not only in its native England, but also in the United States and in various parts of Europe. The Cure remained a popular concert draw and reliable record seller throughout the 90s, and their influence could be heard clearly on score of new bands during the new millennium, including many that had little to do with goth. Originally called the Easy Cure, the band was formed in 1976 by schoolmates Smith, vocal guitar, Michael Desmey, bass, and Lawrence Tolhurst on drums. Initially, the group specialized in dark, dark, nervy guitar pop with pseudo-literary lyrics, as evidenced by the Albert Camus Camus inspired "Killing an Arab." A demo featuring "Killing an Arab" arrived in the hands of Chris Perry, an AR representative at Polydor Records. By the time he received the tape, the band's name had been truncated to "The Cure." Perry was impressed with the song and arranged for its release on the independent label Small Wonder in December 1978. Early in 1979, Perry left Polydor to form his own record label, Fiction Records, and The Cure was one of the first bands to sign with the upstart label. "Killing an Arab" was then re-released in February 1979. The Cure embarked on its first tour in England. The Cure's debut album, Three Imaginary Boys, was released in May 1979 to positive reviews in the British music press. Later that year, the group released the non-LP singles "Boys Don't Cry" and "Jumping Someone Else's Train." The same year, The Cure embarked on a major tour with Sushi and the Banshees. During the tour, the Banshees guitarist John Mackay left the group, and Smith stepped in for the missing musician. For the next decade or so, Smith would frequently collaborate with members of Sushi and the Banshees. At the end of 1979, The Cure released a single, "I'm a Cult Hero," under the name The Cult Heroes, following the release of the single Cult Heroes. At the beginning of 1980, the same time, The Cure added a keyboardist, Matthew Hartley, and wrapped up production on the band's second album, 17 Seconds, which was issued during the spring of 1980. The addition of a keyboardist expanded the group's sound, was which now more experimental and often embraced slow, gloomy, and dirges. Nevertheless, the band still wrote pop hooks, as demonstrated by the group's first UK hit single "A Forest," which peaked at number 31. After the release of 17 Seconds, The Cure launched its first world tour. Following the Australian leg of the tour, Hartley excited the lineup and his former bandmates close to continue without him, releasing their third album in 1981, Faith, and watching it peak at number 14 in the charts. Faith also spawned the minor hit single Primary, The Cure's fourth album. The doom-laden introspective Pornography was released soon after in 1982. Pornography expanded their cult audience even further and cracked the UK top 10 after the Pornography tour was completed. Gallup quit the band, and Tourist moved from drums to keyboards. At the end of 1982, The Cure released the new single, the dance-tinged "Let's Go to Bed." Robert Smith devoted most of the beginnings of 1983 to Sushi and the Banshees, recording the Hyena album with the group and appearing as the band's guitarist on the album's upcoming tour. That same year, Robert Smith also formed a band with Banshee bassist Steve Severin. After adopting the name The Glove, the group released its only album, Blue Sunshine. By the late summer of 1983, a new version of The Cure featuring Smith, Tourist, drummer Andy Anderson, and bassist Phil Tomley had assembled and recorded a new single, a jaunty tune named The Love Cats. The song was released in the fall of 1983 and became the group's biggest hit to date, peaking at number 7 on the UK charts. The new lineup of The Cure released The Top in 1984. Despite the pop leanings, the number 14 hit, The Caterpillar, The Top was a return to the bleak soundscapes of Pornography. During the world tour supporting The Top, Anderson was fired from the band in early 1985. Following the completion of the tour, Tomley left the band. The Cure revamped their lineup after his departure, adding drummer Boris Williams and guitarist Corey Thomas. Gallup returned on bass. Later in 1985, The Cure released the sixth album, The Head on the Door. The album was the most concise and pop-oriented record the group had ever released, which helped send it into the UK's top 10 and to number 59 in the US, the first time the band had broken the American Hot 100. In Between Days and Close to Me both pulled from The Head on the Door. Became sizable UK hits, as well as popular underground and college radio. The Cure was always playing at the dorms nonstop. College, The Cure was always there on the radio. Um, Besides sizable UK hits, as well as popular underground and college radio hits in the US, The Cure followed the breakthrough success of Head on the Door in 1986 with the compilation Standing on the Beach. The singles Standing on the Beach reached number 4 in the UK, but more importantly, it established the band as a major cult act in the US. The album peaked at number 48 and went gold within a year. For In short, Standing on the Beach set the stage for 1987's double album, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. The album was electric, but it was a hit, spawning 4 hit singles in the UK: Why Can't I Be You, Catch, Just Like Heaven, and Hot, Hot, Hot. Following the supporting tour for Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, The Cure's activities slowed to a halt before The Cures began working on their new album in early 1988. The band fired Tourist, claiming that relations between him and the rest of the band had been inconceivably damaged. Torres would soon file a lawsuit claiming that his role in the band was greater than stated in his contract, and consequently he deserved more money. Hey, crazy girl, how are you this evening? Much love to you. Staring at the Sea, the singles. Staring at the Sea was a video compilation, Staring at the Sea. I used to have that on, believe it or not, beta format. Um, 17 minutes into the show, and we are going over The Cure and Cutting Crew this evening with your host, Beat After Beats. Much love to all of you. In the meantime, The Cure replaced Tourist with former Psychedelic Furs keyboardist Roger O'Donnell and recorded their eighth album, Disintegration. Released in the spring of 1989, the album was more melancholy than its predecessor, but it was an imminent hit, reaching number 3 in the UK and number 14 in the US, and spawning a series of hits. Singles Lullaby became the group's biggest British hit in the spring of 1989, peaking at number 5 in the late summer, and the band had its biggest American hit with Love Song, which climbed to number 2 on the Disintegration tour. The Cure began playing stadiums across the US and the UK. In the fall of 1990, The Cure released Mixed Up, a collection of remixes featuring a new single, Never Enough. Following the Disintegration tour, O'Donnell left the band, and The Cure replaced him with their roadie, Perry Lamonti. In the spring of 1992, the band released Wish. Like Disintegration, Wish was an imminent hit, entering the British charts at number 1 and the American charts at number 2, as well as launching the hit singles High and Friday I'm in Love. The Cure embarked on another international tour after the release of Wish. One concert performed in Detroit, right here, was documented on a film called Show. So if y'all check out Show by The Cure, that was all recorded here in Detroit, where I am at. Um, so one concert performed in Detroit was documented on a film called Show and on 2 albums, Show and Paris. So catch show in Paris, and that was filmed here in Detroit. The movie and the albums were released in 1993. 20 minutes into the show, this is Beat After Beat Bio Mondays. We are exploring The Cure and Cutting Crew this evening. Also, my partner, Tails, out there giving everybody some love and sharing some links. Appreciate that to the fullest, Tails. One thumb up and one person in the house. Hope everybody's doing fine this evening. We are extremely busy with the biography of The Cure right now. Cheers, tomato juice and sea salt. Thompson left the band in 1993 to join Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. Wow. After his departure, O'Donnell rejoined the lineup as a keyboardist, and Bamonte switched from synthesizer duties to guitar. During most of 1993 and early 1994, The Cure were sidelined by an ongoing lawsuit from Tourist, one of the original members, who claimed joint ownership of the band's name and also sought to restructure his royalty payments. A settlement ruling in the band's favor eventually arrived during the fall of 1994, and The Cure shifted their focus to the task at hand, recording a follow-up album to Wish. However, drummer Boris Williams quit just as the band prepared to begin the recording process. The group recruited a new percussionist through advertisement in the British music papers. By the spring of '95, Jason Cooper had replaced Williams. Throughout 1995, The Cure recorded their 10th proper studio album, pausing to perform a handful of European musical festivals in the summer. The album, titled Wild Mood Swings, was finally released in the spring of 1996, preceded by the single The 13th, a combination of pop tunes and darker moments that lived up to its title. Wild Mood Swings received a mixed reception critically and commercially. Wild Mood Swings was not a very good album. It's pretty weak. Um, Wild Mood Swings slowing but not halting the monument gained by Wish. Galore, The Cure's second single, um, collection, focusing on the band's hits since Standing on a Beach, appeared in 1997 and featured the new song Wrong Number. The Cure spent the next few years quietly, giving a song to the X Files soundtrack, Robert Smith appearing in a memorable episode of South Park. I remember that show. Robert Smith appearing in South Park. Um, so The Cure spent the next 2 years quietly, giving a song to the X Files soundtrack, Robert Smith appearing in a memorable episode of South Park. re-emerging in 2000 with Blood Flowers, their last album of original material for Fiction Records, designed as the final installment in a heavy goth trilogy that stretched all the way back to pornography and included Disintegration. Blood Flowers was well received and a respectable success, earning a Grammy nomination for Best Alternative Music Album. The next year, The Cure closed out their contract with Fiction Records with the career-spanning Greatest Hits, which was also accompanied by a DVD release of their most popular videos. During 2002, they spent some time on the road, capping off their tour with a three-night stand in Berlin, where they played each album of their goth trilogy on a different night. The event was documented on the home video release Trilogy. Wow, Tails, you're coming up with so much um, links to the Cure. Um, wow, everybody is going to check all that out. Um, there's so much. They are so huge, um, and still are. Um, that they have such a huge catalog going back to 1978. Um, the year my apartment was built. Um, Strange, but my apartment was built in 1978. So there you go. Little history on my apartment already. The Cure signed an international deal with Geffen Records in 2003 and then launched an extensive reissue campaign in 2004 with the Rarities box set. Join the Dots, B-Sides and Rarities, 1978 to 2001, the Fiction Years. Double disc expanded editions of their earliest albums soon followed. Also in 2004, the band released its first album for Geffen Records, um, an effort recorded live in the studio. Heavier, but not necessarily harder, and certainly not gloomier than Blood Flowers, The Cure was partially designed to appeal to a younger audience familiar with the Cure, familiar with the Cure. Through their influence on a new generation of bands, many of which were showcased as opening acts on the band's supporting tour for the album. The Cure underwent another lineup change in 2005 as Lamonti and O'Neill left the group and Corey Thomas came back for his third stint. The new keyboardless lineup debuted in 2005 as the headlining act at the benefit concert Live 8 Paris, then headed out on the summer festival circuit, highlights of which were captured on the 2006 DVD Festival 2005. The Cure popped up on various festivals over the next 2 years, playing a more extensive European tour in early 2008 as they completed their 13th album. Originally conceived as a double album, the record was split into two prior to its release, with the lighter, poppier material released first as 413 Dream, which was a single, 413 Dream, um, to its release with a lighter, poppier material, released first as 413 Dream in October 2008. After a 3-year breakup, the group returned to the live circuit with their Reflections tour, kicking off in Australia and seeing the return of original drummer and keyboardist Tourist, Tolhurst. And I'm starting to lose my voice. "30 minutes into the show, one thumbs up. Tails is in the house." So they released 413 Dream in October 2008. After a 3-year breakup, the group returned to the live circuit with the Reflections tour, kicking off in Australia and seeing the return of original drummer and keyboardist Tourist after some 22 years, which saw the band play their first 3 albums, Three Imaginary Boys, 17 Seconds, and Faith, in their entirety. A career-spanning 150-minute headline slot at 2011's festival on the Isle of Wight, Wight, that is in England. 413 Dream, right there. Tails got it on the nose. It's a bit odd. It's Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. One thumbs up, and it's just me and you, Tails. It's a bit odd, don't you think? Um, Continuing on this biography of The Cure this evening. Wrapping it up here. So the original drummer and keyboardist showed up some after 22 years, which saw the band play their first 3 albums, Three Imaginary Boys, 17 Seconds, and Faith, in their entirety. A career-spanning 150-minute headline slot at 2011's festival on the Isle of Wight was recorded and released that same year, and the band continued to tour throughout 2012, 2013, with festival shows in Europe and North America and headline shows in Latin America. In early 2014, Robert Smith, late Robert Smith, announced that they would release the follow-up to 413 Dream later in 2014, and would also follow up their Reflections tour with another series of full album shows, this time performing The Top, The Head on the Door, and Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me in their entirety. That wraps up the biography of The Cure up to 2014. I've been watching them, and I believe they're back on tour. They started their 2021-2022 tour. I believe the Cure is back on the road. Um, I will find out more information on that, and let you know probably tomorrow, um, where exactly the Cure is at in their career. So there you go. There is the biography of the Cure, and next up we are going to do the discography of the Cure. Um, what a massive biography. I probably could have gone on if I had more information. So there you go. We just finished a biography of The Cure. Tails is in the house. Go give him some love. He's been working hard side by side here with Beat. Appreciate it. Much love to the fullest. Um, 35 minutes into the show. And this is Bio Mondays with Beat After Beat. Cheers. Tomato juice is so refreshing and cold. It's beautiful. Sea salt. So let's go in the chat here and see what Tails has come up with. The Cure all albums, 160 songs. The Cure 413 Dream. The Cure 2013. Cure Greatest Hits full album. Best Songs of the Cure playlist 2021. The Cure More Than This. The Cure Wild Mood Swings full album. The Cure Show Live 1993. Open. The Cure Wish full album. The Cure Love Song official music video. The Cure Disintegration Super Deluxe Edition full box HQ. The Cure Staring at the Sea, the singles, full album. Thumbs Up Please by Crazy Girl. The Glove, Blue Sunshine. Very hard to get, very rare. Um, it was rare at the time when it came out on cassette. I remember having The Glove on cassette. Um, So yeah, Robert Smith used to be in the very beginning. He used to be with Sushi and the Banshees. Um, I'll probably do something. Have a biography on them eventually. Right now, we are in the seas of Bio Mondays, and I'll be sure to check out the biography of Sushi and the Banshees. The glove was the glove, Blue Sunshine. That was a um, little project Robert Smith put together with Sushi. The Cure, I'm a Cult Hero. The Cure, Easy Cure, first demo, 77, 78. Wow, what a find. What a find. Tails, The Cure, Close to Me. You got Tails laughing, Spell It. I'm good, you. I beat 38 minutes into the show on a Monday. And where is everybody on this Monday? Take a little break. They're probably smoking a bowl. And The Cure is a good band to smoke a bowl with, or two. Um, I just heard that on the radio today, driving to my doctor's. I heard that um, the Cult is on tour, and they're coming here to Detroit in June. The Cult, Wildflower, one of their hits. So the Cult, I hear on the radio, they're on tour and they're coming to Detroit in June, I believe. Um, wow, 40 minutes into the show. And got the discography here of The Cure. They haven't come out with a new album since, wow, 2008. The last album they came out with was Festival Live in 2011. Was just the last they came out with, I believe. Wow. OG World just gave up, Tails. He just gave up. I don't blame him. He's working. But Tails, OG is he just doesn't show up anymore. Much love to OG out there busting his ass at Amazon. Right, right. I'm sure you've heard of the Cult, and I'm sure you've heard of all these bands that I'm uh, talking about right now. One thumbs up on this Monday evening. Well, you're in the house all the way tonight, Tails. You got the whole show. It's all yours. You're part of the show. Now you are. I appreciate it to the fullest, Tails. I don't take nothing for granted. The discography of The Cure, 1979, Three Imaginary Boys on Fiction Records. 1980, 17 Seconds on Elektra Records. 1981, Faith on Elektra Records. 1982, Pornography on Elektra Records. 1984, The Top on Sire Records. 1984, also Concert, The Cure Live. I had that. That was a double cassette. Uh, I had of. It was pretty expensive. It's like $15 for that cassette. It was a double cassette, 1984, called Concert, The Cure Live. Very rare to get. But when you found it, it was a double cassette, and it was $15, $20 at the record store. Um, 1985's The Head on the Door on Elektra Records, followed by 1987's Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me on Elektra Rhino Records. 1989's Disintegration on Fiction Polydor Records. 1991, right, The Cure 1984 live in Japan. Very hot item back then. Very hot. You would probably back then you would probably have to go to record shows, if you know what record shows are. Um, and find a copy of that. Um, but what I like about all this is that everything is digital now. Not so much that I like to listen to digital. Um, I'm used to vinyl, um, but it's so amazing how technology has given us. I mean, there's good and bad with the technology, but it's so amazing that you can find anything on any band anywhere in the world on the internet. It's right there for you, and you don't have to pay for it. Not yet. That's coming up. Uh, Digital vinyl. Um, One day soon, you'll be able to, if not now, um, you'll be able to have your own record store online, but selling digital copies of albums of all genres, uh, digital albums coming soon, um, and you'll be able to make money selling those copies. So you know that's coming up or has arrived. So we're completing, or we're into the 1985's Head on the Door, Elektra Records, a discography of The Cure. 1987's Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me on Elektra Rhino Records. 1989's Disintegration on Fiction Polydor Records. Followed by 1991's Entreat. Now, I don't know anything about Entreat. It was released on Fiction Records, probably Entreat, Entreat. Never heard of it. Um, Probably wasn't released here in the States. Um, Might be something to look into. So then we got 1992's Wish on Electro Records, 1993's live album Paris on Elektra Albums, 1993 Show, which was filmed here in Detroit or recorded here in Detroit in 1993 on Elektra Records. 1996's Mood Swings, Wild Mood Swings, followed by 2000 Blood Flowers on Elektra Fiction and East West Records, with 2004 self-titled album The Cure on Geffen Records, followed by 2008's 413 Dream on Geffen Polydor Records, as well as 2011's and the last discography that I know that's out there of The Cure, Festival Live 2011 on Lost Music, Played Again Sam Music, and Sunny Best Records. So there you have it, The Cure discography, The Cure biography, and it took almost an hour to do this, um, just covering The Cure. I mean, um, they are massive. The Cure Entreat original recording. Wow, Tales found that. Amazing. Um, Probably not released here in the States, Tales. I never heard anything on it. Must be one of those projects, one of those side projects that never hit the charts at all. The Cure Reflections, 2011. Um, So, again, I give a lot of credit to Tails in the chat. Um, he thinks he's having fun doing this. He likes what he's doing. I appreciate it. Um, I never had help doing my shows, but uh, Tails makes it a little easier for me and everyone uh, here this evening. Um, he helps put a dent in beat after beat shows. Um, Makes it worthwhile more to come and visit me. Um, I'm not doing this alone anymore. Um, so there you go. 51 minutes into the show. This is Bio Mondays with Beat After Beat and Tails in the chat. And we're going to go on and finish our second half of the show with, well, I'm going to stop right there with The Cure. And, a few of my favorite songs by The Cure has always been um, A Forest, All Cats Are Gray, um, Sinking, um, Just Like Heaven. Um, oh, God. So many hits. But A Forest, All Cats Are Gray, Funeral Party, um, Funeral Party, and Sinking. Um, I listened to those when I was really depressed back in the early days. Um, Very atmospheric, I love The Cure, always will. Um, but they're very atmospheric and very dark, gloomy, um, mysterious, spooky, um, geniuses, brilliant, brilliant musicians. Hello, Echo Mine Para, how are you? I like a forest. Hello, Leona's. Uh, Leona's running a little late. Good, thank you for showing up. Hey, Leona. I While Leona's here, yesterday I shut down my Facebook channel after many years. I deactivated my account with Facebook yesterday, so you will not find Beat After Beat no longer on Facebook. I deactivated my account. So bye bye, Facebook. Was told I'm wasting a lot of my time there. Golden Eyes, wow. Hey, much love. Golden Eyes is in the house. Para's in the house. Clap, clap, clap. We were just going over uh, the biography of The Cure and the discography of The Cure. Uh, it took about a good 50 minutes, didn't it, Tails, to cover the biography and amazing. Good to see you, Golden Eyes. Much love to you. Much love. Um, wow, I finally caught you live. Tails, yeah. Um, so this is Bio Mondays with your host, Beat After Beat. And every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I cover two bands of my choice from A to Z. This week we are in C with The Cure and Cutting Crew. and I hope everyone is enjoying what they've heard about the Cure so far. I wanted to touch base with the Cure and put them front and center this evening. And had to start the show right away because the uh, the biography of the Cure is huge, and I read all this biography. And Tails is in the house. He's been showing love and giving everybody links to the Cure. Hope you all enjoy what Tails has done for Beat this evening. Um, is this a music news channel? Yeah, yeah. It's I cover tour dates and I got two shows a week. I got um, Bio Mondays, which covers biographies of two bands of my choice every week. Um, and I do a biography and a discography of those two bands once a week. And then every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., I do new release Tuesdays. I give you the week's new releases, new album releases, um, as well as tour dates going on new release Tuesdays. So I'm live twice a week. The rest of the week, I'm either uh, taking care of the apartment or building my playlist. So everyone, check out my playlist. I I add on to my YouTube playlist constantly. Um, so I hope you're enjoying my playlist. Um, it's building up. Friday, I'm in love. Uh, Golden Eyes is in the house. Leona's in the house. Um, Golden Eyes has made a rare appearance here on Beat After Beat. Good to see you. Um, Para's in the house. I'll be sure to check out your playlist. Thank you. I think you might like that, considering that you like a forest. Um, but and you should check out a funeral party. Funeral party. I was mentioning that I like All Cats Are Gray. Sinking is a very good song. Check out Sinking. Um, um, so many hits, just like Heaven. Um, Why Can't I Be You? Um, but just to mention a few um, Cure songs that I like, that I've grown up with. Um, what really the two songs that I kept in my mind all the time was A Funeral Party, A Forest, or actually three: A Forest, Funeral Party, and Sinking. Uh, Probably my three best Cure tracks, hands down. Um, so we're going to go on 59 minutes into the show, and we got a crowd starting to come in. Much love to everyone that's in the chat. We're going to go on to Cutting Crew. I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. Um, I'll share your channel if you'd like. I appreciate it. I would like to give a brief description about your channel when I share. Um, Music industry news, um, and tour dates. Music industry news. Um, that's what I've really always gone by. The music industry news. Um, Educational, music education, educational. Um, it's hard to keep up with all these bands. Um, the research just nonstop. You think you're done researching on a band, and then a week later they're on tour. Or they got an album out. Um, the music industry is very notorious um, for what it does. I appreciate the love, Golden Eyes. So here we go. We have the biography of Cutting Crew. I'm surprised I haven't gone through this water doing the biography and discography of The Cure. Oh my goodness. Two thumbs up. Cutting Crew, the pop rock group Cutting Crew formed in England in 1985, just 1 year before I Just Died in Your Arms made them stars at home and across the Atlantic. Founding members Kevin Scott, McMichael guitar, and Nick Van Eddy vocals met in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Tales, Cutting Crew members met in Nova Scotia, um, Halifax, Nova Scotia, while both musicians were on tour with respective respective bands. A musical connection was made, and McMichael soon relocated to England, where he and Van Eddy immediately began to collaborate after signing with Siren Records. Siren Records was it? You were born in Nova Scotia or Halifax, Nova Scotia? Wow. Okay, you're the same. Oh, what do I know? Uh, so there you go. So Kevin Scott, McMichael guitar, and Nick Van Eddy vocals met in Halifax, Nova Scotia, while both musicians were on tour with their respective bands. A musical connection was made, and McMichael soon relocated to England, where he and Van Eddy immediately began to collaborate after signing with Siren Records on the strength of their demos. Cutting Crew became a foursome in 1986 with the addition of bassist Colin Farley and drummer Martin Bede. They entered the recording studio that same year. While the pace was certainly quick, the quartet was comprised of veterans. Eddie had toured the world with his Sussex based outfit, The Drivers. McMichael served time as guitarist for Fast Forward, and Beattie was a one time member of Hull, Hull, and Farley had completed hours of sessions work for many artists. Cutting Crew released their debut album Broadcast in 1986. The group received mixed reviews from music critics, but not when it came to the album's undeniable highlight, the synth-heavy "I Just Died in Your Arms." The song became a smash hit in the United States, reaching number one on the Billboard Singles Chart and enjoying similar success in the UK. One for the Mockingbird and I've Been in Love Before also enjoyed significant radio play, and the band left home for a worldwide tour, standing in as opening act for such groups as the Bangles, Starship, and Huey Lewis and the News. Cutting Crew released a sophomore album, The Scattering, in 1989, a third full-length effort. The 1992's Compass, Compass Mentis, Mentus, failed to revive their saging popularity. However, the Cutting Crew called it quits the following year. McMichael paired up with Robert Plant for the singer's 1993 solo effort, Fate of Nations, while Nick Van Eddy chose to revive Cutting Crew the following decade, featuring a radically different lineup. The group released Grinning Souls in 2006. Grinning Souls is the last thing Cutting Crew ever put out. Um, so Grinning, Grinning Souls in 2006, and that is the biography or a brief biography uh, of Cutting Crew. And I got a small list of albums that Cutting Crew has come out with. Um, Two Thumbs Up, Two People in a House, Golden Eyes, Para. See if I can. Para, You're Now a Moderator. Golden Eyes, You're Now a Moderator. Congratulations. Mindful Para, You're a Moderator. Um, Golden Eyes, You're a Mod. You're a mod now. Um, there you go. You got the wrench. You should check out Cutting Crew. Um, my favorite song on Broadcast, their first album in 1986, believe it or not, was not. I did not like I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. Um, I did not like that hit. Um, I liked Sahara on the Broadcast Cutting Crew album. Always liked Sahara. Um, but generally, the 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 music that you know the bands that came out with number one hits and stuff. I never really got into the number one hits. I got into whatever else the band, uh, the other songs on the album. I always involved with the other songs, not so much the number one hit. Um, so, Cutting Crew. An hour and 10 minutes into the show. This is Bio Mondays with Beat After Beat, and congratulations, Para. Mindful Para. Go check him out. Check out his work. Show him some love. Um, Sahara. And Tails, you tell me, listen to that song. You tell me how beautiful that song is. Um, it's a beautiful song. It's a love song. Um, but I never really liked I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. And yeah, Para, um, every time Beat goes live, riots happen. Every time I go live, riots happen. So I need all the mods I can get. So congratulations. Um, what can I say? Riots every time Beat goes live. It's amazing. Tomato juice and sea salt, refreshing. 2 thumbs up. And we're just finishing up with the biography, a brief biography of Cutting Crew on this Monday evening. Hope everyone one is doing fantastic. I had to go to the doctor this morning and give blood. Um, that's really about it for that. So I hope everyone is enjoying Bio Mondays. Just by looking at my analytics, new release Tuesdays is starting to skyrocket. Um, thank you all for the support for my show, New Release Tuesdays. It's really, you guys are really watching that one. Hopefully, the Bio Mondays can do a little bit better. I would appreciate that. Uh, Again, my favorite song on broadcast, uh, Putting Crew, is Sahara. Um, so we're going to finish off with the discography of Cutting Crew. 1986 broadcast on Virgin Records. 1989 The Scattering. 1989 is Cutting Crew, The Scattering on Virgin Records. 1992's Compass Mentis on Virgin Records. 2006 Grinning Souls um, on AFM Records. Hypertension Music. Um, so looks like another one that didn't even hit the charts. 2006's Grinning Souls by Cutting Crew. Looks like it never made it to anywhere, but it was released, a full album, Grinning Souls, uh, followed by 2020's Ransomed, Healed, Restored, Forgiven on August Day Records. So there you go, 2020, Cutting Crew came back out. Not all original members, but they came out with Ransomed, Healed, Restored, Forgiven on August Day Records. And last but not least, Cutting Crew, an album called Add to Favorites. And Add to Favorites has no date it was released, has no record company, has nothing but the title, Add to Favorites. Uh, it's blank. There's nothing there besides the title of the album. So I don't know the date. Maybe Tails could find the more information on that. Add to favorites. Um, all right, there you go. How old are you, Para? How old are you, Ann? How old are you? You must be old enough to know Cutting Crew. 28. uh, 28. So that was 28 years ago. So if you know Cutting Crew, they came out in 86. So 86, were you born 86, 96, 2006, 2016? You weren't born in 86. You were born in the 90s, 93. Wow. Well, Cutting Crew came out in 86. Um, you might have heard about him. I don't know. Tails is helping you out. Tails is helping you out right now. He's giving you so much um, links to the Cutting Crew you can check out. Um, and you're never too late for to enjoy music of any kind. Um, Para, always remember that. Um, you're never too late to discover new music and enjoy new music. You're never too late. Remember that. So there you have it. Bio Mondays with The Cure and the discography of The Cure. Cutting Crew and the discography of Cutting Crew here on Beat After Beat. Bio Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, every Monday. And a lot of music I listen to is older though. Fine, that's fine. You know, I'm 54 years old, and I was brought up in 70s and 80s music, late 70s. Uh, who's the best? I was brought up on late 70s, all of the 80s music, so that's how I grew up. Today's music sucks in my books. Yeah, nothing like the um, 78, new wave. Uh, I was heavy in the new wave, new romantic era, post punk. Um, you know, I agree with you, Tails. It does. I don't listen to it. 30s to 95. So there you go. I hope everyone enjoyed this show. Please thumbs up and share. Uh, it's not easy what I do, but uh, I got a little help here, a lot of help uh, with Tails. Go show him some love and subscribe to him, even though isn't putting out anything. Uh, just show him some love and support him and give him, you know, subscribe. Two thumbs up. An hour and 20 minutes on this Monday evening. It was 67 and sunny today in Michigan. Thanks for showing up. Um, the mods keep growing every week here on Beat After Beat. Um, so we've covered so far with Bio Mondays. We've covered A, B, and C. I started off with ABC, A Flock of Seagulls. Then we went to B the following week, and we did Bronski Beat in Berlin. And then today we covered The Cure and Cutting Crew for C. If you know me uh, at all, you may know we are going to be in the D's next week, and you may know one of the bands I already chose instantly um, to cover a biography on. Um, I don't even need to read anything on this band that I'm coming up with next week for the letter D. Um, I don't even need to read anything about them. I could just nope, nope. If you know Beat After Beat, then you know what one of the bands are that starts with D. Uh, Number one band for 40 years. They were my number one band for 40 years. Um, no doors, no doors. Um, very good. I don't even need to read anything about them. Um, so we'll be covering them, Tails. Um, I probably don't need to read nothing about them because I grew up with them for 40 years. And by the way, they are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Uh, they've been nominated. I believe they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now, uh, spanning 40 years of their career. Um, but you wouldn't know it, would you, Tails, by someone with long hair and a Chevy engine T-shirt? You wouldn't know that I'm there. You wouldn't know by the way I look, would you, Tails? You wouldn't know that I love them for 40 years. You wouldn't know just by looking at me. You would say, "Oh yeah, he's a Iron Maiden fan. Yeah, he's a Motley Crue fan." Yeah, just by looking at me, you would think, no, no. Uh, Thanks for spending all this time in work that you've done this evening. Boy, I'm glad I got right on the Cure and did that. When you see me, you would not know I love the music I do. Well, we need to see you, Tails. You got a YouTube channel. We need to see you. Come on, I'm subscribed to you. So you need to step out into the limelight. Um, you just you need to do that. You got a YouTube channel just sitting there. Do something with it. I'm in the 40s and 50s. 40s and 50s music. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You're never too old to explore music in any decade. People listen to classical music. That's from the 17, 1800s. You know, you're never too old to explore and learn and enjoy. Uh, just because you're in 2022 doesn't mean you have to listen to what they're playing on the radio now. You don't have to do that at all. No one's making you listen to the radio. I never liked the radio. Actually, um, I never listened to the radio. Um, I always went out to the record stores and found things that were appealing to me and interesting, and take it home, listen to it, say, "Yeah, I like. You sound good. This band sounds good." I never liked the radio. Radio is very irritating to me. Um, Never liked it. I enjoyed when I was smaller, younger. I would listen to the jukebox. I'd go to the bars, and when I was younger with my mom, and she'd take me with me to the bars when I was younger, and she'd give me a lot of quarters, and I'd pick out whatever song I wanted on the jukebox. Um, I was always the judge of my music, of what I listened to. I was in control of what I wanted to listen to. Look up Billy Strings, Dustin. Yeah, you know what? I did. I should have did that last week. Um, look up Billy Strings, right? Well, Leona didn't last long. Um, she stopped in, said hello, and left. Uh, Paranormal research. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Beat After Beats Bio Mondays. Uh, Welcome to the show. An hour and 28 minutes into the show, um, we were just covering the biography of The Cure and the discography, as well as Cutting Crew, the biography and discography. Um, and I do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I cover two bands of my choice, A through Z. This week we're on C, um, and I've covered The Cure and Cutting Crew this evening. Um, so you can catch Bio Mondays every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, um, and then followed by uh, new release Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Tuesday, coming out with the newest releases, new album releases, and tour dates. Um, Covering that every Tuesday. Uh, New release Tuesdays. Much love to you, professional paranormal research. So, Tails, we're going to finish up the show, and I need to write down Billy Strings, and I should have did that last week, and I apologize. Um, well, welcome. I hope you enjoy Beat After Beat. This is my fifth channel. Believe it or not, Beat After Beat has four other channels that are Beat After Beat. Uh, and I've been around since 2017. Uh, so this is my fifth YouTube channel as Beat After Beat. So I go back a ways, providing music education, um, sharing my love for music, um, and the bands that I grew up with. Um, but I appreciate you, and I am going to make you a mod if you'd like. So, congratulations, Paranormal Research. You're now a moderator here on Beat After Beat. Oh, I appreciate it. It's not easy what I do. You got to do the research to put on the show. You can't just you have to do the research. I'm friends with Stoner. Yes, much love to her, and thank you. I've been. She is a wonderful lady. Everybody go uh, show one Stoner, three cats some love from Beat After Beat. Go and subscribe to her and give her some big hugs. She seems like a real sweet lady. I appreciate her to the fullest. You don't find many sweet people like that in the world anymore. So go over there to One Stoner, Three Cats, and give some hugs to that lady. I know lots about music too, my friend. Used to be a radio jockey. Wow, nice, beautiful. A radio jockey, disc jockey. Wow, I'm not worthy. um, well, welcome to Beat After Beat. Um, my music now, it started when I was 6 years old. Um, I was given my first Fender Stratocaster. It was a cherry red Stratocaster and a Marshall amp when I was 6 years old. I started playing electric guitar when I was six. Um, was listening back then to The Who, Jimi Hendrix, um, Black Sabbath, the Moody Blues, uh, Mata Hoople, um, Led Zeppelin. Um, when I was six, uh, as I grew older, I got older. I took music lessons for the saxophone. Uh, I played the saxophone. Um, as I grew older from that, from high school, I took 2 years of guitar theory, so I know how to play um, Spanish, classical, um, on acoustic. Um, I got five bands under my name, under my belt. Uh, been in many bars. Uh, come out with a lot of CDs and cassettes and everything. So I got a lot of music history behind me. Uh, on the weekends, I used to work at record stores. Um, when I was still in high school, I'd work at a record store on the weekend. And so, um, so welcome to Beat After Beat. Um, and friends with Stoner. I know. Okay, you're a disc jockey. Nice, sweet, sweet. You still play, bro? No, I don't. Um, I have. You can play for us. No, actually, I just don't. Um, I can't move my because I have neuropathy. I have nerve damage in my. I'm lefty. I'm a leftist. Uh, I have nerve damage in my both my feet due to my diabetes. Um, I can't feel my fingertips. I can't feel anything. Um, so it goes all the way up to the back of my neck. The nerve damage due to diabetes. Um, so I don't play anymore. I got this pen, and I'm writing, and then it just drops. It just drops like that. I can't feel my fingers. Um, I'm holding hold this, and it just drops. I don't do it on purpose. My coffee cup, I'm drinking coffee, and all of a sudden, bam, it just drops. I don't have no feeling no more in my arm, in my hands. Uh, as a matter of fact, they're cold right now, ice cold. Two of my best friends are country singers. I like rock, metal, country, and all 80s dance and hard hair bands, glam rock, glam bands, Poison, uh, Motley Crue, Rat. Um, yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Tails. Um, if you play your own music, YouTube can't do anything about it. No copyright strike on your own material. Um, I have autographed guitar by Lori Morgan, Keith I's wife, and Lee Newton. I'm sorry, I never heard of them, but that's wonderful. Whoever they are, I don't know who they are. Um, Not sure. Autographed guitar by Keith Lee's wife. Let me write that down. I'll go ahead and write that down and look that artist up. Lori Morgan. Lori Morgan. Okay, it's okay. Um, yeah, I can't even feel my fingers when I'm typing. Uh, I take nerve damage pills. Um, it's because my arm gets so tight, my hand, my wrist gets so tight, and it's all about diabetes. I'm a type 2 diabetic. Um, all right, I got Lori Morgan right here on the paper. I'll check her out. Lee Newton, there links to her channel on my YouTube page. Okay, all right, will do. What is that? What is your thumbnail? What is that thumbnail? Thank you, Jails. What is your thumbnail? What is that? What is that? Your thumbnail. What is that? What is your thumbnail? Professional paranormal. It's a dice with three crosses. Interesting. It's interesting. A ghost with three crosses. Interesting. Fits your name too, and it goes with your name. Beautiful. Well, welcome to Beat After Beat. Um, I appreciate you. Much love. Now we're 39 minutes into the show. Two people in the house, three thumbs up. Bio Mondays is complete for this Monday with The Cure and Cutting Crew. Don't forget to catch me tomorrow night with New Release Tuesdays, covering new release albums um, that was released throughout the week, as well as tour dates. I'm going to start zeroing in on probably at least five bands, not give you guys to run around on tour dates, who's playing, blah blah blah. I'm gonna narrow it down to maybe five bands in my new release Tuesdays, and I will cover that band city to city, country to country, and dates. So I'm going to narrow it down for you guys, so I'm not all over the place giving you, oh, this band's on tour, 2022 tour, 2023 tour, this band's on tour, this band's on tour, that band's on tour. I'm going to narrow it down to 5 bands and give you more detail, hopefully, on that band that's touring. Uh, Music suits the soul, exactly. So I'll try to be more detailed uh, with my tour dates listings. Um, and again, the tour dating will never be the same again because of what has happened to the world uh, 2.5 years ago. Uh, Going to see a concert in this atmosphere, um, in my eyes, it's a blank. Um, Going to a concert will never be the same again. You'll never get the enjoyment, the experience of a real concert, um, because of the world's change. So I don't have to go nuts. Right, right, right. Yeah. Um, so thank you, Tails, again. Can't thank you enough. Um, what happens for me? I stopped when the tickets went past $25. Yeah. Um, but yeah, you're, those were the days. $25 shows. Kentucky here was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, and much love to you. And I appreciate you coming to visit me. Um, yeah, those were really in the days. Those that ticket was $25 in the early '80s. You're talking 78 to 80, 82, 83. So thank you, professional. Thank you for subscribing to me. Um, I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Much love to you, professional paranormal research. Um, my first concert was The Boss. Oh, really? Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, The Boss. Yeah. Um, well, thank you. I'll be sure to check out. Is it by you, Lori Morgan? Um, Somebody put it in the chat. I'm not sure if it was you or not. Lori Morgan. I'm going to check her out. Check her work out. Tails put Lori Morgan a picture of me with you official video. Thank you for that, Tails. Um, now we're 45 minutes into the show, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for New Release Tuesdays. Going to try to narrow down the tour dates, narrow down the bands who's out there playing into maybe 5, uh, being more detailed on that certain band, city to city, date to date. Um, I appreciate that. Much love to you. Um, because last week I came up with it. If you see if you see my show last week, I was busy with tour dates, giving you guys. It was the bands were just starting to come out of the woodwork, and and for some reason they're starting in Canada, where Tails is at. Um, the bands they're all going to Canada first for some reason. They're starting their tours. Yes, you watch. Was. Yes, you was. Lots of laughs. uh, yeah, I was. It was huge, wasn't it, Tails? Last week the tour dates. I was. They were just. I was reading. It's like, oh my God, they're like they're coming out of the woodwork, but they're all headed to Canada first. All these great bands are headed to Canada first. I was amazed. You can do that, no problem. Much love. Yes, you can. It has Lee Newton's info. Okay, no problem. Anytime. Professional paranormal. There you go. Um, yeah, yes. You had three browsers going. You probably did because we were really busy last week. I just couldn't believe it. Uh, the amount of bands that are coming out. Um, it was the happiest night of my life in that video. It was the happiest night of my life in that video. It was the happiest. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. I understand. I understand. It's been a big day. 351's in the house. Much love. Thanks for showing up. How's it, buddy? All right. Thank you for subbing to me. I appreciate it. I subbed back. Um, 351 Cleveland Modified Motor is in the house. Go show him some love and subscribe to him. I would appreciate you doing that. Um, just about ready to close up this show. um, I appreciate you. So, um, welcome to Beat After Beat. Right, he is, and he subscribed to me. So I subscribed back to him. So 351, congratulations. You are a moderator here on Beat After Beat. Much love to you. You are officially a mod. Leona, where have you been, young lady? Out of all the bands that emerged in the immediate aftermath of punk rock in the late 70s, few were as enduring and popular as the Cure. Really good band. Yes, I thought I should cover that. I thought I should cover them this evening. Um, music and drink and smoke. Cheers for modding me. Much love to you. Welcome to Beat After Beat. Hope to see you tomorrow for my show too. New release Tuesdays. I'm about to release uh, new info and new albums, tour dates. Cure, yes, one of my faves. Yes, um, Leona, I was here near the beginning. You will see if you check back. Yeah, I saw you earlier about 2 hours ago, but I guess you were outside grilling in Houston's in your backyard or something like that. Um, thank you so much for the love. It is so wonderful to see all of you. You keep me going. You really keep me going. You give me inspiration. Um, couldn't do it without you. Um, I've been around since 2017. So yes, Leona, I deactivated my Facebook account yesterday. So Beat After Beat is no longer on Facebook after 10 years. My favorite concert was Counting Crows, second row seats, storytelling VH1 tour in the 90s. Wow. Yeah, they were big in the beginning. First two albums for Counting Crows were great. Um, Favorite concert was Counting Crows. second row seats, storytelling VH1 tour. So you were in that storytelling. You were on VH1. You were actually in there, being filmed. Leona, now, what am I going to do without my best Facebook friend? Well, I was told, Leona, I was, not just by you, but I was told, I'm wasting my time, and I was wasting my time posting all that music, all those music videos on Facebook. I was just wasting my time. Uh, so now I'm more focused back here, my home, my format, uh, YouTube. Um, so now I feel comfortable here at home. I don't want to go to anywhere else. I don't want to go to Twitter. I don't want to go Instagram. I don't want to go TikTok. I just want to stay here on YouTube. This is where I feel comfortable at. Um, so I deactivated my Facebook account. Beat After Beat no longer exists on Facebook. Um, no, it was the name of tour. Oh, okay, okay. VH1 tour. So the Counting Crows back then went on VH1, MTV, VH1 tour. VH1 started storytelling. Storytelling, yes, I watched it. I used to watch that. It's very highly interesting, um, in depth. Um, Sitting down one by one with these bands. Um, VH1 started the storytelling, just acoustic and the original voice. VH1 started the story telling, just acoustic and the original voice. You? You did that? You were the voice behind VH1 storytelling? I'm sorry. No. I'm trying to explain it. Okay. Hey, save it for tomorrow. If you're coming by tomorrow, save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Back off. Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Save it. Save it for tomorrow. Please. No problem. You know, no problem. Um, Save it for tomorrow. Share it with everybody tomorrow. Clear your mind. Save it for tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Now we're 53 minutes into the show. Bio Mondays, knocking out The Cure, knocking out Cutting Crew. I like old reggae. Reggae, yes. Um, Bob Marley. Um, so many great reggae bands. Um, and uh, so many reggae bands. Bob Marley, number one. Um, God, I can't name any reggae bands. Not off the top of my head, I can't. But good to chill out with. I had a friend. Um, well, we all had a friend, didn't we? One time or another. Um, I had a friend that had like 150. Uh, he had a stack of CDs, like 150 reggae CDs, all reggae, really serious reggae CDs. He had about 150. He was listening to all this reggae stuff. It was amazing. Uh, and whatever else. I'm adding you to my featured fellow creators just tomorrow. Um, I don't know what that means. Um, I have a friend. On my professional, you should check her out. Her name is Lexia, Lexlia 68, Lexlia 68. She's my few. She is uh, we go back years and years. She's a terrific singer, um, and she is Beat After Beats featured channel. Lexlia 68. She's down below, um, in purple, in the purple circle with the L. Lexlia. She's my featured. Um, Go check her out. Give her some love from Beat After Beat. She's a beautiful woman, amazing singer. Go check out Lexia 68 in my feature channel. All of you. Um, Peter Tosh, that's right. Wailing Souls, exactly. It's coming back to me. Coming back to me. Uh, Black something. Black, that reggae band. Black something. Black. Oh, God. I hate it. Hate it when I don't remember. Black some reggae band. Black. I don't know. My main page, scroll down, and you'll see the fellow creators section. I'll go check her out. Yeah, she's just a beautiful. She is so pretty. She's from Louisiana, um, and we go back 5 years, 10 years, 5, 10 years, 8 years, I do believe. Um, so she's my featured channel, Lexlia 68. Um, she has 141 subs right now. Um, I just talked to her a couple days ago. Um, but yeah, Peter Tosh, Eddie Grant, Eddie Grant. Um, I'm sure you've heard Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. Um, uh, there you go. That's who it is. Thank you, 351. They are cool, aren't they? They are cool. Thank you for showing for it's been years since I've listened to reggae music. But yeah, I remember that band specifically for some reason. Um, okay. Very nice. Thank you. Um, she's a very pretty, just just beautiful singer. Um, she sings a lot of classic rock, a lot of old rock. Um, but check her out. Looks like Tails has left the show. Thank you, Tails. In 351. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for showing some love to me. It's not easy putting on these live shows, but I appreciate it. You make the difference. You keep me going. Without you, I can't do this. Um, I'd just be talking to the walls. Um, right? I don't know, something about that band. Yeah, see, there you go, Tails. Check out the chat. Tails just came out with that band, that reggae band, Black. I can't even pronounce them. That's why I forgot about that reggae band. Burning Spear, yes, Inner Circle. Oh my God. I never heard of Bunny Whaler. Burning Spear, Inner Circle, Eddie Grant. Um, wow, you're coming out with the big, the all the big guns here. Um, I probably should listen to some reggae. I probably feel better. That's my cat behind me, Maria. Hi, Maria. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Leona says, take care. Great show. You make things very interesting. Have a good night. Rest. Bye, everyone. Much love, Leona. Take care. I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. here. Wow, Japanese reggae band? Japanese reggae band. Japanese reggae band. Yeah, Japanese reggae band. That's crazy. A Japanese reggae band. That's crazy. Um, Ja. All right, professional. Much love. Thank you for showing up. Um, you're now a mod. Uh, hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow, professional. Nice talking to you. Um, your thumbnail is very interesting. Again, uh, thank you for all the. Thank you for. Sorry, my cat is throwing me off. She just woke up. My cat just threw me off. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your support. See you tomorrow night, hopefully at 8 p.m. for new release Tuesdays. Um, professional paranormal research, um, and whatever you've done uh, in this show to help improve Beat After Beats shows. Appreciate it. But all these reggae bands and this Japanese reggae band, I appreciate it. Um, Not easy what I do. I've been doing this a long time, and I still get stage fright, and it's hard. Um, it's not easy to go live. Not everybody can go live and do these things. Um, but I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Much love to you and everyone in the chat. 351, Tails, Leona, um, 204, a little over 2 hours. Incredible job this evening, Tails. Much love to you. I'm glad you like what you're doing. Um, it's important to like what you're doing. Uh, you're definitely not wasting your time. You're providing people in the chat and whoever's watching. You're providing them um, more insight on what I'm talking about. Um, it makes a big difference. All right, 351. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Much love. This is Beat After Beat Bio Mondays covering The Cure and Cutting Crew this evening. Much love. See you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. New release Tuesdays. Who knows what we're going to be talking about? That's just come out with an album tomorrow. Tells it adds to the show. Um, yeah, I mean, you put a spark into the show. Uh, just a big day. Going to the doctors, and it hasn't been an easy day. I appreciate everyone. Much love. Hope I'm doing. Hope hope I'm doing a good job. Whatever I'm doing. Uh, much love. Rock on. This is Beat After Beat. Good night. See you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Much love, all my mods. Good night. Rock on.